Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my second grader's homeschool routine. So I'm going to be sharing what subject she does, kind of how long it takes her, and how we move throughout our day. I recently just kind of changed their schedule and got rid of some curriculum, and so we'll be talking about that as well. So if you're interested to see my second grader's homeschool routine, stick around. Today is a Thursday. It's our third day of our school week. We school on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That just is what works best for our schedule, as well as my kids on Wednesdays and Fridays go with my mother-in-law because she takes them to some homeschool co-op activities where they do, I don't even know, tons of different things. Like yesterday they were at our water park all day with our co-op. And on like Fridays they have PE class. So we used to have them do schoolwork on Wednesdays, but because they're just so busy with activities, it just never really worked out. And so we decided to make Saturday a school day, which is also good because I'm off work on the weekend. And so that day I can really spend a lot more time doing subjects that they really need me more for. So it is about 9:40 this morning. Like I said, she was at a water park all day yesterday, and so she did sleep in a little bit later than she normally does. We are working on her math. I am working from home. I start work around 6:30 in the morning, so I've already been working for like 3.5 hours. So she kind of just sits by me and asks me questions if she needs help after we do her lesson. So we just did her math lesson. That was the first thing we did this morning. We used the Good and the Beautiful level 2 math, and so the lesson I had to do with her, today's lesson took a little bit longer than they normally do. It took about 15 to 20 minutes, my part of it, because she had some logic puzzles and some money counting that she needed to do. And so now she is just working on her independent activities, and so she'll work on that and I'll check it, and then she'll be done with math for the day. While she's finishing that up, I wanted to show you guys what I changed as far as schedule wise. So this was the old schedule. As you can see, there's a lot more filled out than this is her new schedule. And so we basically changed from Wednesday to we added a Saturday. We used to have a lot more like independent workbooks, like we had spelling UC, we had like daily writing, daily science. So what we did is we pretty much got rid of all the extra workbooks. And so as you can see now, she has her math, language arts, and we do her geography, beautiful feet once a week. And then she has wordly wise that she kind of does daily. And then we have no more like independent writing or science workbooks. The science that's listed here is our family science units that we do together. And so right now we're working on the human body. And then that's pretty much it. We are going to start doing another unit study on Saturdays. We're going to be doing Professional Chef from Campfire Curriculums is what she picked to do. And so we're going to do a lot more unit studies. So like Beautiful Feet's a unit study, our science that we do twice a week is a unit study, and then another unit study on the weekend. And so I just cut it down to just the basics. She's getting her geography from Beautiful Feet, as well as the Good and the Beautiful language arts has tons of geography in it. Science, because we're doing that as a family, science is covered. She didn't need independent science. Spelling UC just didn't work out for us. Plus her language arts does a fine job with spelling. as well as writing. And so I felt like it was just a lot of extra busy work that she used to have. She was doing it and she was fine, but I want to spend more time on things like unit studies that we enjoy as a family. All right, so you can see she's all sunburned, poor thing, from the water park yesterday.
Yeah.
So what are we going to do next?
Well, I think since I'm done with my math, I want to do language arts.
Okay, so today, so she's already completed her math, and there's no order we do them in. It's kind of whatever works. If I'm in like a work meeting or something, then I'll have her do something more independent. So she wants to do language arts, and then she has Wordly Wise and Spanish. Those two things she can do independently, and then science we'll do when I'm done working for the day as a family. I almost didn't get the reading booster card. Like, I didn't buy the reading books that go with level 2 because she's at such a higher reading level. And so I went back and forth, but there was one, so we just finished card 6. There was one card that it took us maybe 2 lessons to get through. And so I think it's just the different sounds that they're learning, the different phonics things, and so we are enjoying it. She likes the stickers once she completes it, and so it doesn't take very long at all. So that was the first part of the lesson, and so that is done.
I'll take the book.
Okay, and so now she is going to watch a video. Actually first, consonants are letters that are not vowels. Tell me 4 consonants.
So they're not vowels? Okay, I could do B, C, F.
Oh, there's some on the table. And so the Good and the Beautiful this year, they have a new app. And so there's videos on the app. There's this letter tiles game that they play. And we're really enjoying it. I like it for her because it's easy for me sometimes. So like now that she's going to watch this video, I'm going to do some work. So it kind of helps me balance how much teaching I need to do, as well as for my 4th grader, her math lessons are all done from the Good and the Beautiful on video. And so she can just go into the app. She has it actually on her personal cell phone. It's one of the apps she's allowed to have. And so she just does her math completely independently, and same for language arts. So this is the app. I have it just on our iPad. This is my iPad, but I share it with them for school stuff. And so let's go home. Language arts. And so level 2 videos, open and closed syllables. And so she's gonna watch that video. It's about 6 minutes long, and so I'm gonna do some work while she's watching that video. All right, so she watched the video, and then we had to do some reading of words with their syllables, and now she's doing her independent practice. And then there's an art lesson, and it's a book video, and so once she's done with her independent practice, she's gonna do that and answer some comprehension questions on the reading of the book. And so that's why I really like the Good and the Beautiful, and I felt comfortable getting rid of some of the extras like independent geography, independent science, independent art. Even though we still do art lessons, it's just I feel that it's such a well-rounded curriculum that they really are getting everything that they need. And this video is not sponsored. I really like it, and so it's probably the only curriculum that I don't question. So she's gonna do that, and then she's gonna move on to her Wordly Wise and her Song School Spanish. So both of those are independent activities for her. And so the Song School Spanish, it is a workbook. It has CD songs that you can listen to, but then also from Classical Academic Press. I went ahead and purchased the video teacher lessons, and I'll link them down below because it was kind of hard to figure out that they actually had teacher video lessons. So I bought them digitally, and so she can just play them on her computer or like an iPad. And so she's gonna watch the teacher lesson, and then she can complete her Song School Spanish. So that has been a huge time saver and helper, because at first I was having to teach the Spanish lessons and that just wasn't going well. So those have really helped out, and so that is what she'll do. And then, like I said, tonight we will do the science lesson together. Are you all done with your independent?
Yeah, but okay. I don't know what this means.
Okay. So we're gonna do your art book.
My art book?
Yeah. Okay. So it says, with your parents' permission, on the Good and Beautiful app, it's not focusing, we're going to go to this book and play the video, and then you're going to answer these questions. Okay, so the art of... All right, so just so I can remember time updates, so math took about 30 minutes. Language arts took about 25 to 30 minutes. And so those are done. So about an hour for activities that she needed to do with me. But my part for both was maybe combined like 20 minutes. So nothing crazy, very easy to manage. So I'm going to go check on her because she did start doing her Wordly Wise. Her Wordly Wise lessons, she's doing one like section of the lesson per day. It's like lesson 1A, B, C, D. She's been able to do one like letter of a lesson per school day, and she's fine with it. My older daughter, who's at a higher level of Wordly Wise, some of the like A, B, C, D, she needs to split into 2 days, and she has a lot of words, and so it can be a lot. And so I like Wordly Wise, but we're just trying to figure out what works best. My older daughter, it's not something we do every school day. We kind of break it up. But my second grader, she's doing it every school day because she doesn't mind doing it. And so that's where we're at with Wordly Wise for now. So I'm going to go check on her and see how she's doing. You want me to open your window?
Yeah, my desk is way too messy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let me open her window for her. Okay. Even though it did add some light, it's been like super gloomy here, which is not normal. It's been cloudy. Yeah. All right, so you read your passage. Mm-hmm. So she's on her last day of Wordly Wise lessons, and so 2D is what she did. So she had to read this like passage, and now she's answering questions. And so it has like her vocabulary words, and she's answering her questions. You good?
Yep.
Awesome. So we had a little break because my husband had a doctor's appointment this morning, and so he's on his way back home. He got Chick-fil-A sandwiches, and so everybody got some breakfast sandwiches. So my second grader's taking a break from her school day to eat her sandwich, and then she's going to finish up Spanish. So I will check in once she starts doing that so you guys can see that, because now that we have those video lessons, I absolutely love it, and she really likes it too. So I'll kind of show you guys a little bit more of that if you've been looking for like a foreign language curriculum for elementary, because I think they also have, Latin. They may have like 1 or 2 other ones as well, and it's the same setup. So if Spanish isn't something you want, then they have other options, so I'll show you guys that too. Alright, so just so I can give you guys a better explanation of Song School Spanish, this is book 1. And so these are like her lessons and workbook activities. It got bent because I threw it in her binder. So this was an activity she already did. So there's like letter tracing. She's learning the alphabet. She's learning accent marks. All of these different things. And it goes along with her lesson. So what lesson are you on today?
I'm on lesson 3.
Okay, so that would go with chapter 3. So she's learning how are you, words and phrases she's going to learn. There's a song, which, have you been listening to the CD songs?
No.
Okay, so we have the CD that we need to do. And so it tells you what track, and then the lesson, and the lesson is what the teacher does. So this is Song School Spanish online, and so there's a teacher lesson. So me as the parent, I don't have to do the lessons with her anymore. So I bought these from Classical Academic Press, and I bought them as a digital file. So you just log in on any device, any computer, and you can have them. So she'll do that, and then she's going to practice some Spanish writing and some activities. And then that would be chapter 4. So I really like, now that we have these video lessons, it works out much better than me trying to teach you Spanish, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because that wasn't going so well.
Yeah.
All right, my dear, go for it.
How many times have we gone to meet our friends? Maybe we meet them for a schooling day.
All right, so we're done with lunch. Mila finished her Spanish lesson, so she's pretty much done with school. She does need to do her independent reading. What are you reading right now?
I'm reading Socks.
So she's going to read for like, what, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, so she's been doing this read aloud on her own, and then we also do a read aloud together at the end of the night. And what are we reading for the read aloud?
We're reading The Wild Robot. It's like about this robot, and like it's like in a forest, and it doesn't really know what to do. So it's trying to find like a home and stuff.
Yeah. So her and I do that one together. She reads it aloud to me because she prefers that. And that's it. That's besides our family science unit that we'll show. So that's how she gets her reading done. She does an independent reading and a read aloud. Goodbye. So later on in the afternoon, once I was finished up working, we went ahead and started our family science unit. We were working on the human body, and so today they made some human body system books, watched some videos, and that was a wrap on our school day. So I would say she probably spent about 2.5, maybe to 3 hours today on school.